side. And that's the kind of searching that may be very important, okay? And that's kind of one of the steps. So I thought what we would do now is take a look at where you are. So if you're willing, I'm going to suggest you get a partner, get a little closer to a partner, you know, and we'll do a process, okay? Okay. Good. You can introduce yourselves by first names. Hi. Okay. All right, so what you might ask yourself or share is looking at your own situation, okay, whatever it is, and one may be financial, the other may be relationship or any other level, okay? What are you able to learn from the event, the situation, or the chaos or problem now? What can you learn from it? And just go back and forth and just share very briefly. Okay. And then shift so the next person can have their turn. I see you're three. What's the lesson you need to learn? Or what are you learning new in your situation? Because that's what it means. It's time to explore and go deeper. That's why we're going through this. Another way to look at it is what new knowledge are you gaining right now about you or the situation?
I think I got this. But one of the things that gets way out, like use personal life. It's more like kind of having financial experience these blocks in a relationship. And so I think that's what I'm learning. So learning to deal with those blocks and or challenge in the way what to do. Like, you know what I mean? When you have all these thoughts that like, okay, now you have to shift it because this is only attractive. You know, instead of being like appreciative of this as a person, I kind of like them to be.
Okay, and make sure you shift so another person can go.
So I just realized that I think that's something I can start working on since I realized what the problem is, I guess, more specifically.
Okay. I know you just came in, that's okay. So now, if you're not finished, you can finish after. What I'd like you to look at is in that difficult situation, whether it's financial, whether it's relationship, whether it's emotional, whether it's physical, because sometimes we have physical stuff, physical changes going on. I don't know about you, but I've been getting older and there are changes, okay? I probably am not the only one if you're all here, right? Okay, what could you have done differently? What could you have done differently to make it better, to ease it? I'll give you an idea of what I mean. It's like I decided to invest in a property a few years back, and I didn't check it out carefully. So what I could have done differently is investigated more. Because with what's happened, guess what's happened? Okay, it's a major learning and not a fun learning, let me tell you. So what was your learning? What could you have done differently, or what can you do differently now? Just share that, whatever comes up for you.
Range of levels is I moved and I didn't care a job before I began moving, so that like made things a little easier for sure. But also adds, there's lots of stress that weren't really in my control. So that maybe like getting a little less stable before I moved. You know what I mean? I don't know. But he did. I don't really. Yeah, like if you don't even something about it. It's almost like fake it till you make it. Even if you don't really believe it, just pretend you believe it until you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, right. You know, pretend that you're having motivation to try to do it there.
Okay. Okay. I know we had a couple of new people came in, and I'm sorry you didn't hear the beginning of it. So right before we go on, does anyone want to share what came up? Anyone willing to or choosing to? Okay. Well, I'm fine with that because I have other things I want to do. But I figured I'd give you the opportunity. Okay. So how do you deal with all of this? The emotions you can deal with very easily through EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, hypnosis, EMDR, Reichian work. Those are some of the main ways. And, pardon me? Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. It's phenomenal for releasing old stuff and traumas and all kinds of things. And what I like about it a little differently from EFT is it takes it back much earlier where it can. And EFT works differently, and sometimes I combine both. It depends on the situation. If someone's pretty flat emotionally, I may do both. It just depends. And EFT, why I love it is because it's safe for people to do at home. And Emotional Freedom Technique, it's tapping on acupuncture meridians. And what I love about that is in 5-10 minutes I can change someone's emotions in a session and let them practice it at home. So they can keep shifting it, and I can use it on young children. I think the youngest I used it on was either a 4-year-old, 4 or 5. Okay? The what? Oh, EMDR. If I go into that, I won't get, well, whatever. Okay, EMDR, only trained therapists can use it. We actually sign a release that we don't teach it unless we're trained in teaching it, and no one else can use it because it will bring up old stuff. It will bring up trauma. Okay, if there's underlying trauma on an issue, it could surface. And especially if someone has PTSD or other things like that, or deep depression, they may not be able to cope with it themselves. So you have to know how to work with that. But EFT is tapping on the acupuncture meridians, and in fact, we're going to do it right now for a few moments, okay? Because that's safe and easy for you to do, and that I give all my clients sheets to do at home.